Hi, I'm 813 Wish. This is another edition of Walks Past. This will be episode 11. We're here on the confines of a dugout, so to speak. A confined dugout, abandoned place in the city. That which is not an alley. It's actually just kind of a void, I guess. I don't really know what to call this place, but there is some graffiti here. And I'm doing this video today only to dignify really one main point: scatterplot. This video really wasn't intended to educate, but more to kind of shed some light on the issue tag, as it were, or as I've come to think it's actually called DACA, Latin for dock or docket. Anyway, this is a very important aspect of culture, only because the amount of freedom it encapsulates, let alone it tries to explain, and there is a degree of assertation here. Now what I'm going to do is kind of bring the camera to a brief angle here and show you a little bit of the tag, but not really going to talk about the tag here. I'm just kind of giving you a heads up on what is really going on in the urban jungle that is society today. I think a lot of the evil and the fighting has since come to a standstill once everybody started developing a voice and more freedom, in fact, or freedom for the first time, more specifically, if you really want to get down and dirty into it. Only because people are becoming smarter without education, or the educational institution more specifically. I think a lot of people are driving themselves to penmanship only because of the amount of expression that is needed today, which is not encapsulated by voice alone. A lot of people write things, a lot of people draw things, a lot of people do things while thinking, a lot of people think and do not do things, which is even more profound. And this is actually a really good example of how people take to creativity in the form of form instead of freedom. Creativity in its essence actually is probably a lot very close to the notion of soundless or motionless. But as it were, progression would yield an upheaval, an inclination to the evolution of soundless or formless, and in fact giving it some sort of function or formation, which would elude somebody to the point of expression therein. So here we have some examples of graffiti and tag. Now this form of graffiti is very free, very loosely defined is what I mean to say, only because of its vividness, not of its not of its profound nature. It's not well, it's vivid. It's not vague, is what I mean to say. As elusive as the tag may seem to people and how free the penmanship would be, there is actually a very distinct art here. So I'm going to show you some more examples without going into too much depth. Basically, as someone would not understand what the tag was, that's essentially the reason for it being there in the first place, and one of the main reasons why it would be in a dugout or somewhere hidden, only because later to be found upon the circumstance of somebody being able to understand it. A lot of the artworks in history were created under the assumption that everybody kind of expected them to be made. Everybody expected them to be delivered through invention and innovation, and not prayer or worship. So that's why I wanted to do this video today, just to kind of give you a brief peek into what exactly is going on behind the scenes of the urban chaos and the entropy that is urban warfare today, or what it has become, which is essentially a civil matter. So anyway, this has been 813 Wish. Benny says what's up. A lot of people would have said what's up if they had not been watching this video. I want everybody to kind of say hi to somebody today, shake a hand, give somebody $1, play at the tree, say a prayer, clap your hands. Maybe not say anything, but definitely don't not think is what I mean. I dare you to think, therefore. Anyway, this has been 813 Wish. I want everybody to have a great day, and I'm saying peace.